So I'm going to focus on more SaaS stuff, more scaling AWS stuff. I am going to open source all the Terraform as of the moment. That's the plan. I pretty much I can think of a reason why I wouldn't do it, but I'm pretty much going to open source all the Terraform. It's already available, github.com/schematical/sc-terraform. Just put the URL. It's the URLs in the show notes. Admittedly, I'm kind of stealing an idea from Levels.io as well, Peter Levels, and he did 12 startups in 12 months. I was actually just rereading his 12 startups in 12 months earlier today. And I don't know if I'm going to do all 12 startups, but I am going to try and go for a pretty fast pace with this. So what I was thinking is that I would try and do one kind of SaaS project per month, because I'm pretty quick at building them. That's not the problem for me. Spend a couple days ideating, probably with some live streams, do some research, figure out what I want, figure out a problem to solve, kind of ideally verify that there's a market for it first, then spend 2.5 to 3 weeks building it, and then spend the final week just sprinting towards launching it and pushing it out there and getting it publicized, which historically has been my Achilles heel. So now I'm going to really force myself to do it. So I set some creative constraints as well. One, if I'm going to launch something, it has to have a sales page. It has to be able to take credit card payments. There has to be, some offering where I can help, pay for this project, because I'm making it. So why not, let people buy it? And the second one is that it needs to be a SaaS project of some type. The technical stuff that I usually do. I think IoT and hardware stuff's a bit out of the question, because I can't iterate on that nearly as fast as I can pretty much anything in the cloud. Just putting this out there as well. I'd love to do self-storage, own real estate, and have a series of self-storage businesses all around, and maybe I will someday. But that's not really applicable in the time frame I'm putting out here. So that's the other one. It's got to be a SaaS product. Another thing I'm going to try and do is be transparent with my numbers. The AWS costs, I'd love to be transparent with that. I'm going to design this stuff so it scales very cheaply. Another kind of rule, I suppose, is that it needs to basically be able to be hosted at $0, or let's just say, $10 a month if no one's using it. If people are using it, then it's okay if costs go up a little bit, but they need to go up, where the profit goes like this and the costs stay flat. So I'm going to build a page that will have my AWS costs in it, as well as my Stripe profit ideally in it for these projects. I need to make sure I can omit my client information and that side of the business, but any profit I make on these little startup ventures, I'm going to try and keep public. So we'll do it up to the first 100 million. No, I'm kidding. 100,000 maybe? I have no idea. If we get to 100 million, I have no idea. So this is schematical.com/diagrams. I don't have a name for this thing yet. It's just kind of in its infancy. I know I need to do better branding. By the way, if you are a marketer or anybody that knows anything about branding or internet sales stuff, please feel free to shoot me resources, give me tips. Constructive criticism, always appreciated. And in reality, what I did, because I'm awful at copywriting and I don't love copywriting, I use ChatGPT to write this. And I don't use ChatGPT really for coding much of anything. It's not, I try and do most of my own stuff. Call me old-fashioned. I just like to know, what's being pumped out there. But I did do it for this copy because I am not great at copywriting. And so it kind of gave me a breakdown of the different sections, which seemed pretty obvious in hindsight, and it wrote the stuff. I took these pictures, and I did animate every single moving pixel on the screen, so that's all me. I just don't like writing copy. And here's some example diagrams. As I move my mouse over this, I should probably make these linkable. And here's the pricing. I am not trying to just gouge everybody and take everybody's money, so I do believe in giving something away for free. So there is a free setup you can get. Right now it includes one network map, one flow diagram, no private diagrams, and no custom icons. And if you need support, ping me on Discord. Additionally, there's a premium one at $9.99 a month, but for my early adapters out there that are interested, I'm going to probably run this early adapter special where you can do a $15 or $14.99 one-time payment, and it'll get you a year of premium. So that's got pretty much everything that's in premium. I don't know how many of these I'm going to give out, but I'm not going to do that forever. If any of these projects take off, we'll probably, you're an early adopter if you're early enough. So as far as premium goes, unlimited network maps, unlimited flow diagrams, private diagrams and ACLs, unlimited custom icons, and premium support. Now, if you're wondering how I can host all this stuff and make it affordable at $9.99 a month, then hit subscribe, because this channel is for you. I can explain all that probably in a separate video. This one's getting a little long already. And then down here is where you sign up. So I already designed the landing page. Now, to throw a little gas in the fire, I decided to commit to some ad spend for this stuff. I usually like more content marketing and less ad spend, but I'm on the clock here. I gotta market this fast. I got like a week to do it. So I ended up buying some ads. Now, I tried Google, and Google will not accept my credit card. I do not understand it. Don't care. I moved on, went to Twitter, went to Reddit. Reddit, I'm optimistic about. I'm curious to see what happens there. Reddit, I think, is gonna be a big one. Twitter, I threw a couple bucks at. Let's just see what happens. Right now, I'm spending about $20 a day on ads. The ads are set to run for 2 weeks. If I see positive stuff going on, then maybe I'll up that ad spend a little bit. But right now, let's just see how that does. Ideally, I'll get back to you about how that went in a week or two. So what other projects am I thinking about doing? So what's the next one? I could go back and do the mailing list to podcast integration there, where it automatically takes inbound emails and converts them to a podcast for you to listen to at your leisure. That way you get all the spam out of your inbox. Or I could do an A/B testing one, which makes a lot of sense here considering I'm working with sales pages and things like that. So actually, the pitch for that one is you feed in your web page, your landing page, or whatever your sales page you're trying to do. ChatGPT then reworks it, comes up with variations of it, and then you can A/B test and split test which ones perform better. So that's the next one I think I'm going to do. I'm pretty confident in that, but I'm not 100% certain. You let me know in the show notes, you let me know in the comments if you have anything else you'd rather see. I'm sorry if you want Minecraft machine learning stuff. That'll be a little while. So with that said, I'm Matt with Schematical. I do consult on this stuff, so schematical.com. Oh, it's so sad that that's not on right now. I do group coaching as well, so if that's more your thing, go ahead and check that out. We've got a pretty active Discord. If you're another startup person like me, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to connect with you, all right? And if you've got a product idea you want built, I'd love to talk to you. I'm always engineering and designing new things, so I love a challenge. With that said, I'm Matt with Schematical, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Cheers. Up. Ooh. All right, we're gonna redo that one. Take two.